Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome, my Cancer friends and Cancer cross watchers, to the Divine Phoenix Rising Tarot. I'm Zachary. Thank you for joining me here this week. Welcome to my table. So this is going to be your weekly read for November 13th through November 19th. I'm going to go ahead and just get started here on shuffling for your animal spirit totem for the week. Spirit, what do we have for Cancer for November 13th through the 19th? And you guys, all messages are also timeless. If you find yourself drawn to something, feel free to take a look, whether you are the sign or not, whether it's in the past or not. There may be something, there probably is something in there that that spirit, your soul, divine, God, your ancestors, guides want you to hear. So go with your gut on that, okay? Yeah, Spirit, what do we have for Cancer? And thank you guys. I did wake up this morning and I saw I hit 2,000. I was literally right on 2,000 subscribers. And I just want to say thank you so much. I'm going to make a quick little thank you video here in a second, but I'm so deeply honored, you guys. Thank you so much for loving me, and thank you for supporting me, and thank you for allowing me to love you and to support you in this way as well. This is something that has been absolutely life-changing for me, and it's day 34. I'm so excited to see what is going to be happening in 3 months, 6 months, a year. Like, I can't even imagine. I didn't expect this right now. But I'm so delighted and honored, like I said. So thank you. I appreciate your support. And as always, if you find anything useful here, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, hitting that notification bell. Those are all fantastic ways to support me and to help get the algorithm moving correctly. Not that it needs help, it seems like. But I also have my Cash App and PayPal links in the description if you feel like donating or tipping, contributing in a more financial way. Thank you guys so much. I deeply appreciate that. And those of you that have donated, thank you so much. It is very helpful. Anything that's being made right now, donation wise or through YouTube, I am putting directly back into any equipment to upgrade so that this can be the best experience that is possible for you guys. That's really important to me. So just to be transparent with that, I want you to know that as well. Okay. I love you. Sea otter, yay, happiness. So when I was meditating before stepping into recording here, I felt it was like a lightness, like not that the edges of my being were completely gone, but it felt like the pain was gone, like just light, just calm, peaceful, light, comfortable. So I'm loving that energy already for you guys coming into this reading. That is exactly what I want to see. Last week, there was definitely potential for love. And like I said, these are, it can be for the rest of the year. It could be a couple weeks before, a couple weeks after. Timing does not work the same as our human brains. Divine timing is not, we cannot comprehend that language. So I'm trying to put into weekly chunks for you guys, but it will be what it will be. Okay. Que sera, sera. So anyhow, Sea Otter, you have happiness. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. And I love that. Okay, surrender to the waves. It very much feels like I was talking about in my meditation. It's not quite losing my edges, but you know how if you sit in the water for long enough, you sort of lose how you feel? Like it becomes, you can't quite tell where you end or the water begins. That's sort of how I feel. So connecting it to this, that message of learning to go with the flow, riding the waves or letting the waves pass above you, so that you can go through them or to bob up and down with them. Because that's how the particles work, when a wave comes through. But if you're resisting it in any way, then it starts creating pain, friction, and friction creates heat, and that can be painful. So let's see where this is going to go for you. I'm excited. So Spirit, what do we have for Cancer for November 13th through 16th? And as a timeless message. Check out your rising, moon, and Venus as well, you guys, if you'd like. If you are interested in a little bit more love information, your rising and moon for yourself are going to help give you a little bit more in illumination into your interior realm and the way that you connect with other people or relate to other people. And if there's a sign you're interested in, feel free to take a look at their signs, Venus or moon, if you know that. It's up to you. You do you, boo-boo. Okay, so 3 of Wands here. You guys, this week, what I'm getting is you're hoping to hear that you're on the right track. And you are. You're on the right track. Here's the message. Things may have been feeling rocky, bumpy for a while. Maybe you have been resisting those waves. And you're being asked to ride the waves or to go with the flow. She's a surfer here too, right? Literally like riding those waves. Maybe you guys have been working to build those skills to learn how to ride the waves. And I feel like this week or this time, to a greater extent for the rest of this year, you are going to be able to see yourself improve. Your surfing skills are going to be improving. Oh, I love that. Yay, Cancer, that's great. Oh my gosh, yeah, the fire signs, I will say, holy cow, I did fire signs yesterday and it was deep. Like it got so flippin' deep. Would not expect that of the fire signs necessarily. Now we're moving into water, so we'll see how this goes. But I'm noticing, each of the elements kind of have their own lessons. But the main lesson that's been coming through for everybody this week is root chakra stuff. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, that's a part of going with the flow, I feel like, is remaining grounded. You know where the ground is, like on the seabed or the ocean bed. And because of that, you feel safe enough to ride with the wave because you know that it will go up, it will come back down. You know where ground is, that you can get there at some point, but you're not on ground right now. That's how I see like your root chakra being connected and grounded in that way. That is that kind of metaphor there. You know where the ground is, but you don't need to feel it to know that you're safe. Okay. Speaking of chakras, okay. So the star here, some of you are struggling. I wouldn't even call it a fear, but I do like hopes and fears is the way I look at this. There is an aversion to looking at your chakra system. Speaking of root chakra, so the star has 7 different stars up here in the heavens here, and those relate to your 7 chakras. And it talks about getting those in alignment in order to have access to hope, to that wish fulfillment. So for some of you, I do feel like there is a fear, like there's a fear of success. And that's a weird fear. Not that you're weird, or anything like that, but it's a weird one. It has been for me. I've struggled with that because it just seems odd when you think about it logically. Like, why would I be afraid of being successful at something, feeling whole, feeling safe, connected? If it's not your comfort zone, and I don't mean comfortable, comfort zone is what you are used to. If it's not in your comfort zone, then your ego starts to tell you that, you should be afraid of it, or there's a reason to have an aversion to it. So I feel like for most of you that are possibly going through that, you're wanting something, maybe you're manifesting right now, you're working towards bringing something forward, but there's a block that's going on in your subconscious that's keeping you from that manifestation potentially because you are afraid of your own success. So take that as it resonates for you, but it's not as easy as just flipping a switch, but becoming cognizant of that is definitely helpful. Step 1, and starting to ask yourself curious and critical questions to dismantle that is the process through meditation. We'll get meditating. Okay. So your general energy for the week here, you've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. So Queen of Pentacles is a very, oh my gosh, you guys, very grounded earth energy. So right out the gate here, it is seeming to talk about some grounding as well, which I don't know exactly what is going on in the global consciousness, but something's up, Doc. I have been struggling as well. Yesterday was tricky. But I've noticed all my friends are struggling with, there's just like this feeling of lack of security, which is root chakra, anger going around, stability, frustration, you know? So yes, to start here, there's that grounded earth energy. The Queen of Pentacles also talks about being very intentional about putting things into your life that you want to be there. So I'm getting that component from it as well. And the Knight of Wands is my get back up on your horse and try again card is what I call that. So it also talks about spontaneity and being creative, following your passions, trying something new, being driven, you know, in that way, driving that motorcycle. So what I feel with this is, number one, absolutely, there is a basal message of get grounded, y'all. Yo, like I've told the other signs, regardless of the weather right now, go outside, take your shoes off and socks off, and plant your feet on bare earth. It's called earthing. And there's ample scientific evidence of what it does, whether you need that or not, because there's, I mean, you feel better when you connect to the earth. But it's an electron transfer is what's happening. Our mother receives the old electrons that we have been carrying around, and then she pumps us full of new, fresh ones. And like I've told other signs as well, we have a tendency to look for that kind of receptivity in other areas of our life, in other relationships, whether it is romantic, career, even with ourselves sometimes, the divine, you know, as far as God, universe, whatever. Even that energy is not designed to receive the way that good old mama is. You know what I'm saying? And I find that I found this for myself in searching for that receptivity is what that deep receptacle in other people. It has been so damaging to my relationship with myself, my relationship with other people that I've been in, romantic or otherwise. And coming to that realization has been life altering. So I just feel compelled to say that. Get in the habit of doing that. That will serve you in every way moving forward. Because like I said, there is no force that replaces that in this realm. That is her job. And she loves to do it, you guys. Nom, nom, nom is what she's saying. Give it all to me. She loves it. Connect with her. So not a garbage receptacle, I mean like actual trash, but she will take, you know, your garbage electrons. Absolutely. That's what she wants. And then with the Knight of Wands, I feel like you are being encouraged to try something again. I think this is reconnecting with yourself, but also bringing some fire and passion back into your life. That spontaneity is what's standing out there. Maybe you've become really ho-hum. Maybe you've gotten into a schedule for whatever reason that isn't really where you want to be. Some clarification here, Spirit. There's just like some zest that's missing from your life. Some pizzazz. You guys need some more zazz in here. You guys do need some more zazz in here. Balance, juggling too many things at once. Find time for yourself. I feel like the things that you're balancing are boring. They may necessitate, you know, your attention, like work, you know, taking care of yourself, getting yourself into a schedule, whatever those things are, family. I understand. I'm definitely working through my own kind of, I literally sat down yesterday and wrote out a 15-minute by 15-minute schedule for my week so that I can make sure that I'm getting things like fun time and the gym and work, everything. So I understand. And maybe you guys need to do that too. Maybe you need to actually sit down and write a schedule. Get to bed at the same time, you know, wake up at the same time, even on weekends when you're tired. Because if you keep things consistent, instead of staying up late, you know, revenge staying up, you allow your body to have the same rhythm every day for the most part, you know, that builds a lot of stability. That helps open up your root chakra as well. It helps show your body that it's safe. It feels safe. Obviously things are going to change, but to have a little bit of security in that way is important. And you're being encouraged to check your balance. Whatever it is you're juggling right now is making you a dull boy or girl. Okay. And you deserve some fun. That's what I'm feeling, like spontaneity. This Knight of Wands is coming through pretty heavy. Interesting. So the Death and Rebirth and Queen of Pentacles. This is what is not important this week. So you had the Queen of Pentacles in the general energy, and then she's come through here in what is not important or what not to focus on this week. I'm going to pull some clarification on that specifically, but the death and rebirth here. So this is change and transformation, is moving from one thing to another. And you're being asked with death always to, not avoid it. But in this situation, I feel like this is, what this is saying is take a pause. So in this situation with the Queen of Wands, I'm going to pull just one card here. Spirit, can I get some clarification on the Queen of Pentacles, excuse me, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like in the general energy, she is talking about your grounding in earth, and in what is not important this week or what to not focus on is the, my gosh, my mind just split into 3 different spots. Hold on a second. The focusing on how the details that you want to put into your life, like she creates her queendom. She puts everything that she wants in her life, she puts in her life because she wants it to be there. That's what I'm talking about. So I love that the sun's at the bottom here, though. Just throwing that out there. That gives me happy vibes. So the Hierophant is a card of tradition, the organized religion, what is typical. I feel like you guys are being asked to shake up your routine along the lines of that as well. I feel like what you're being asked to do is tweak. That's what, okay, now I'm feeling this. Because death and rebirth is that change, like letting something go and starting something new. And being in the place of not focus right now, you're being asked not to completely overhaul things, but to tweak them. So you're not shutting things down and starting over, but you are looking at like your bedtime, tweak your bedtime, tweak when you're waking up, tweak what you're eating, tweak and torque it, tweak it just a little bit, you guys. Tweak how much time you're giving to yourself for self-care or for fun. Give yourself, plan spontaneity. Give yourself an hour to go be spontaneous, okay? Passions, don't be afraid to fail. Follow what makes your heart happy. So I feel like you're being asked to step away from extreme pragmatism. Like, be a little unsafe. Like, be safe. Always be safe. Always be safe is what I'm like, obviously. But also outside of your comfort zone is what I'm talking about. Like, dip a toe outside of your comfort zone just a little bit. You're being asked to not focus on your being in your comfort zone right now. That was a convoluted one. So what is important or what to focus on, and you guys have had 3 of Pentacles here as a focus for a hot minute. So whatever you're doing, my crabby friends, it is time to get out of your shell, okay? Okay. I understand you guys are very shy and private people, and that's beautiful and that's wonderful, and I'm here for it. I really am. Cancer Venus, I have that energy like from the deepest cockles of my heart. You guys are being asked to connect with people right now. So the 3 of Pentacles is success through connecting and collaborating with other people. Using your skills to, become a sum or something greater than the sum of your parts and those that you're working with as well. Teaching, learning, speaking, and listening. You're being asked to connect with people right now. Go make some friends or go reach out to your friends. I feel like you've been spending too much time on work, or just not enough time, like having fun. Do you remember how to have fun, Cancer? Do you remember little Cancer when you were little Cancer? When you were just a little kiddo? What did that little kiddo like to do for fun? What did they laugh about? Go pursue those things right now. Especially if they make you feel nervous. Especially if it's a little bit outside of your comfort zone. The Ten of Wands talks about something that is weighing you down that needs to be put down. Not like murdered or killed. I just mean like set it down, okay? Put it out of its misery. You can put it out of its misery too. I feel like, well, what this is saying is it's a heaviness or weight on the heart. So what is weighing you down right now emotionally, truly? What is it, Cancer? What is it? What is weighing you down? Is it because you haven't been expressing yourself creatively? Are you missing that fire energy? Are you feeling tired and drained? I feel like this is becoming an infomercial. But are you feeling tired or drained? But wait, there's more. I feel like maybe for whoever this message is for, you may be feeling like this is just it. Like you've been feeling this way for a minute. I feel like what you're missing is fire energy. Wands are definitely coming through here. Earth and fire. Being grounded and then allowing that spark in your heart and your soul to have oxygen again, to breathe. Whatever is weighing your heart down, though, it's like a cover on your heart. You're not allowing oxygen into your heart right now. That's what I'm seeing. So stop doing that, Cancer. Don't hide your light under a bushel. When you are not your best self, it, number one, does not serve you in a positive way, and it certainly doesn't serve anyone else in a positive way. And both of those things are the crux of why we're here. Relationships are what help the soul grow, to yourself and to others. So if you're not connecting to your own heart or your own self, you're not growing. If you're not allowing that connection to happen with other people too, you're not growing. So what are you doing? So I surviving is what I hear. I understand. I do. Please try to step outside of the fear on that, because that's going to be root chakra, you guys. Get that chakra connected. Plug it in. So stress, cleanse and detoxify from unnecessary commitments. I feel like this is speaking to whatever's making you feel like a boring human being. You're not a boring human being. You are just not having fun. Go have some fun. And it doesn't have to cost money. Like go do something that you enjoy doing. Go for a hike. If you don't like being outside, you're getting outside because you're putting your feet in the dirt, remember? So that's going to need to happen. Maybe you should pick up bird watching while you've got your feet grounded there. Recognition, admiration for your hard work is coming. You guys have been putting a lot of work into, I feel like, the exterior realm here. And some of you have been putting it into yourself as well. I hope so. You know, being inside of yourself, if you're not connecting to other people, I hope that you're not just sitting there. I hope that you're examining what's going on. But either way, inside, outside, I do feel like success is coming. Something that is going to allow you to feel like something is worth it. Release grudges, wounds, and pent-up feelings through healthy activities. So last week there was, maybe you do need to go for a hike. Last week there was, the energy you were not focusing on was justice came up. And what I got from that was like, something has happened for you guys where you feel like justice needs to be served, balance needs to be given. And you guys, and the thing about that is you have got to, if you want to find peace, you can do whatever you want. This is your life. But if you want to find peace, you have got to let that go. Let it go, my brothers and sisters and non-binary life forms. That is only drawing in more of that discordant energy, okay? Because you are trying to put a square peg in a round hole at that point. and it's not your hole to put anything in anyway, okay? The universe, the energies that the hermetic principles that are associated with what is going on, it is being taken care of. And if you can go ground yourself, when you go ground yourself and start working on that root chakra, you're going to find that a lot of that is connected to fear. It's anger, you guys. And that anger, number one, is covering another emotion. What is it? I challenge you to figure that out. Is it hurt? Is it betrayal? Embarrassment? Own it, whatever that emotion is, and let the anger pass through your root chakra to the earth so that you can be revivified with something more refreshing, like peace. Peace, yo. That is riding the waves here, okay? You sitting around hoping for, wishing for, wanting, holding a grudge, for justice, that is only hurting you. It's only hurting you. So where this leads, or what it's good for, is the Lovers and the Hanged Man. Like I said last week, you definitely had love. Love was available, but you had to let go. You had to let go of the past. You have to let go of past relationships, jobs, situations, thought processes, perspectives. That's what the Hangman talks about, changing your perspective. Hangman also talks about meditating, grounding. It's how you change your perspective. None of these cards just pop up like, Cancer, it's your lucky day, You have to open yourself up to them. They're like, if you want to look at it like medicines or chemicals, hormones in the body. They signal certain processes in the body. These are like signals. They're there, but if you're not in the, like if you take a medicine and you're not sick, it's not going to have the right effect, right? You want to be in the right state for the right energy to come in. So it makes sense, is what I'm trying to say. The Lovers, I feel like this is a nod to the last reading. This is just saying, this is here, you guys, it's here. But you have got to change your perspective. And I think that'll be easier. It will be easier for you guys. Getting grounded, working on your root chakra. Get on YouTube here. You're already on here. Finish this video, but get on and look for a root chakra meditation. Yep. And do that. Like, do it every day. Do it 2-3 times a week. I would do it every day. Every morning, I activate all of my chakras and then go on my day because it just feels better. I feel more grounded and centered. And when I don't, because there are days that I haven't, I feel like a mess, you guys. Divine counterpart, a divine connection sent to you from the angels. So those of you that this is talking about, like it's not as desperate of a message as Aries was, which, by the way, if you guys know an Aries, please check in on them, because I was, speaking of a mess, just tapping into that was very emotional and my heart was breaking the whole reading. My Cancer heart. You understand. This isn't a situation where I'm going to beseech you, please listen, don't miss out on this. That's your choice, you guys. That's your choice. There will be other divine counterparts. If you choose to continue to refuse what is in front of you as far as change and options go, there's light, like the sun. Like I said, it's at the bottom of the deck here. Again, sun does not just pop into your life. Lucky, success. No, that comes from you vibrating and allowing that sun to come in. You have to open the shades for the joy and the warmth and the success to come through. It is the same here with the Lovers and your divine counterpart. Nothing in this world are you owed, is what I feel compelled to share. Hate me or don't. Nobody and no thing owes you anything. Okay? Even yourself, you ultimately have the choice to do and behave in the way, do what you'd like and behave how you'd like. I encourage you, though, strongly to open up. Crack that shell just a little bit, you guys. Even if you're feeling hurt, or scared. Are you scared? I get scared. So I understand that. But there's always going to be fear as well. So have some bravery, have some courage. Because what's waiting here, what is here for you guys is really, really beautiful and wonderful. Balance, a divine counterpart. I've gotten to the point where because you can either be preventing it from coming to you by being obstinate, see, like arms crossed, or you could be preventing it from coming to you because you're reaching too hard, right? Either way, it's a state of lack. The way that this comes to you is through balance. Anything that's wonderful. You're not like, oh, I don't care, either way. People say that. It's when you don't care that it comes. That's not it. No. I mean, like, transparency for me, I know that I've spent a lot of my time wanting that to come in, and wanting something is projecting lack, you guys, which is manifesting the absence of that. So I'm working on personally getting to, and this is a reading that's connected to me too, working on releasing the need for anything other than what my own heart and connection to the divine can provide for me. I'm excited for that moment when that person comes through, and I'm excited to know what the details of them are going to be like. Focusing on that kind of warmth, what something is going to feel like, that is not the same as reaching, okay? That's experiencing whatever it is now. And that's how things get brought into you. Well, hot damn, speaking of love. And this could be, I mean, with the divine counterpart, I do feel like it's highly romantic for most of you. For others of you, though, this could be friend. This could be an animal, a pet, But the divine counterpart component of it is coming from you finding balance. It's not going to just be dropped in your lap, okay? So this is the energy of your challenge for the week. You've got the Six of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. The Six of Pentacles is your give and take of charity, of help, assistance. The Three of Swords is loss and heartbreak. The main theme of the Three of Swords, though, is healing from that heartbreak. In the standard Wyatt card, it is a heart, it is the divine heart. And your job is to pull those three swords out. Your job is to pull the three swords out of the swan here. The defilement of purity. Once something has been defiled does not mean that it must die. It doesn't mean that purity can no longer inhabit that vessel. Because it can. But those swords need to be removed first. So your challenge this week, this period, to a greater extent the rest of the year, until you want to actually focus on this and tackle this, is to, I feel very much like a part of your healing, you guys, and removing the swords is not doing it on your own. Connecting with others, friends, family, opening up. Like I said, you guys are very, very private and shy people. And that can be to your detriment, especially in situations where we connect with people. We need connection from people. We need connection from people, whether you're introverted or extroverted. That is human nature. And you are here experiencing human experience. Be open to change. Be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. What? It's like there's an echo. You guys, just be open to it. Even I'm just challenging you to start challenging your own thoughts and behaviors. Become perceptive to them to start. That's step one. It's going to help you start noticing, like, what am I doing? And then you can start asking questions like, why? Why am I doing that? Why do I have this behavior? Why do I push people away? Why do I feel this way? Why do I have this attachment or not? Why do I feel averse to this? These are all questions that are really important to start asking yourself in a grounded, meditative state. So your blessing for the week is the Knight of Wands and the Page of Swords. So you have the Knight of Wands here as your general energy as well. I feel like there are going to be some opportunities for you to be spontaneous. Say yes to some invitations, especially if they come from your own heart. That's what I'm feeling like saying. So for some of you, I feel like there are some exterior invitations that may be coming through. Say yes, give yourself a shot. For others of you, I feel like it may be your own inner compass that's asking you to invite yourself to do something, or to maybe invite other people to do something. Take a chance, make a change, do something different. Because what you're not changing, you're choosing, Cancer. So if you put that into perspective, if you're feeling misery right now, as an example, you are choosing that. I don't mean to be, no, I do. I mean to be very direct, because I love you and I'm not going to beat around the bush. Who has the time? um, the Page of Swords is the student of the decks. Very curious. I feel like what you have this week, and it could be connected to the love, divine counterpart, but I feel like you guys need to open up, be open to change first. You have to be open to something new. And you're not. I feel my heart just like lighting on fire. You guys, the second that you can open up that damn shell just a little bit, just a itty bitty bit, and let some sun in, that thing is going to just ferociously light on fire. And that is what you need right now. With those wands, the Knight of Wands here too, that's what you need. That's really what you want. It's what you want. I can feel it. So be curious is what the Page of Swords is telling me. Be curious about yourself. Ask those questions. Be curious about those around you too. Turn your head up. You know what I mean? Look around. Stop looking down at your feet. Now is not the time. You may still be processing through pain, like we all are. And I don't mean that as something that is dismissive. What I'm saying is we are all learning how to carry weight and to still be great. I love rhymes. Carry weight and still be great, okay? That is what you're learning to do this week. Self-awareness. Tapping into your higher self, questioning routines and patterns, you guys. Did you hear me? Did you hear, Spirit? Get curious with yourself. Something is happening right now where I feel like you are being cracked open. Someone's turning the heat up, and it's probably your higher self. Well, damn, again, okay, you guys, yes, I'm getting closer to that point with Aries of like, listen, Cancer. So this is the energy that's blocked. 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Swords. 10 of Pentacles is your legacy, you guys. This is you're building and leaving a legacy. It's everything that you could possibly want in the material and spiritual realm. Like, you can't want, there's nothing else to want or receive. So being in the energy that's blocked, and the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is having a nightmare, waking from that nightmare. The 9 of Swords in the Wyatt deck, so the individual has a blanket on their lap as they're sitting up in bed and crying. And what it symbolizes is that is a bit of comfort. So it's not so uncomfortable that they feel they have to change something quite yet. But you're getting there. And I mean, it is uncomfortable enough to change, but not enough for you to make like a life or death decision to change. And you don't need to wait for that kind of extreme. Why wait? Start now. Act now. But wait, if you act now, because we're talking about your legacy. This is community. This is ultimate connection. This is effing beautiful, you guys. I feel like what you're struggling with is just opening up. Why? Why are you doing this to yourself? And to fall back on the qualities of the zodiac too is not an acceptable answer. That's just the way I am, or this is the nature. No, you know, you guys, we were all put here, appeared here with a certain set of stats or whatever. That doesn't mean that it's okay to stay there. We're here to grow. So just because you do feel guarded or you do feel shy does not mean that it makes sense to stay that way. Challenge yourself, surprise yourself. Okay, you might surprise yourself. Surprise Yourself by Jack Garrett is what's coming through. You might surprise yourself, you guys. Sacrifice, giving up something now for a future reward. I feel like this reward, you guys, holy shit. what you're giving up is your fear and your tendency, your proclivity to your habits and processes of thought and, ways of scuttling away into hiding. Stop it. The world deserves and needs, really, that Cancer love, okay? We need some more water sign energy right now. Right meow. So the energy that you need for the highest success is the Hanged Man and the Seven of Pentacles. You guys are being heavily encouraged, required is what wants to come through. Spirit, I can't, you can demand them. How about that? How about that? Cash me outside. The Hanged Man is changing your perspective. And especially in this deck, it talks about meditating, centering, grounding, changing that perspective through those means. So get on it, Cancer. Go get your feet in the dirt, start working on that root chakra, and start allowing yourself to open up. Like, pry yourself open if you have to, because you're not going to regret it. You won't. Seven of Pentacles is the juice worth the squeeze. You're being asked to examine, is this working for you? What you have been doing, is it what you really want? Do you want to keep doing that? Do you want to make some changes to it? You tell me. You're the one who knows. I feel like you want to make some changes, though. Maybe you don't know how. Just be open to the answer coming to you. Putting in the work, action that helps achieve goals, building the path to success. So this is how you do it. Go ground, meditate, start journaling, and pay attention to your habits. Pay attention to your cycles. What is coming through on repeat? That's why journaling and meditating is so helpful. We really are a species of amnesia. We're walking around and we forget one day to the next, like what in the hell we were even thinking or feeling the next day. It's insane. So start writing down what's actually going on inside you so that you can see the patterns, so that you can change the patterns. Because what you don't see or recognize, how can you do anything about it? You guys have so much power with you right now to work on releasing, on changing, becoming more self-aware. And I know you can do this, Cancer. I'm really excited to see how you are going to serve yourself and surf the waves here. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me here this week. I love you so much. Bye-bye.